Hey everyone, I just thought I'd do this for fun. I'm sitting here this morning and realize that I have a virtual farm on my deck. Mainly because if I put it anywhere else, then predators will come along and eat it all. So, the worst problem I have up here are birds nesting under my awning. And I've managed to pretty much discourage them at this point. I think I get an occasional raccoon that breaks through my safety gate looking for suet that I put out for the birds, so I'm going to have to be more cautious about that. But here you see, I just have a random assortment. I do my pansies every spring. They're about ready to go, and the portulaca that I planted last year has seeded in and will be taking over. I have my peppers and dill that I planted by seed this spring. That's doing really well. Strawberries that I started actually way too soon. They probably could have waited a little while to be put out because of the wind that constantly blows up here. It was like a wind tunnel. I have some odd things. I have a strawberry plant I'm starting in this pot from a runner. And this one I am starting some new plants from their runners. This was full of tomatoes and pretty much been harvested, and it's a compact cherry tomato. And it's starting with new tomatoes now. Ground cherry that's seeded at South Bend, they are very nice, and I have lots of memories from my childhood of ground tomatoes. They grew on our farm and they self-seeded. However, they will self-seed all over the place. On my deck and in my planters, I have to be careful about pulling them out. So these are Sunsweet cherry tomatoes that I try to grow every year. This year they seem a little bushy. It's just been odd. This whole season has been kind of an odd season, I think, for everybody. Of course, I have the traffic noise up here. This is one of the things that I've done to make my life a little easier. It's a container that stays out all year, weatherproof. And right now it's got water on the top because we've had a lot of rain. I made a lid out of a pot holder, a pot bottom tray, and I put holes in it to keep the mosquitoes out. But this will be full of water in the springtime. And then I can fill it with a hose when it gets dry. And I do check it to make sure there are no mosquito larvae in it. But so far, after the last 5 years, that's never really happened. This is basil, and this is globe basil that I planted for the first time this year, and then some sweet basil. And after I bought the globe basil plants, I realized I actually had seeds. So next year, I'm going to try to start it from some seed. Little peppers growing down here. So